Hi everyone, Luna Gamer Alex here, and this is YosUki, and Games. And I'm alone in my game room. I live stream every single one of my gaming sessions since 2010, and I have been saving them to my YouTube channel. I do this to allow me to take a glimpse back at all of my gaming adventures, sort of a detailed observations of my life as a gamer. The session is starting now, and I thank you for watching. Okay, playing Final Girl here again. I already set up the table. Since we did the Tormentor and on the on Buddy on the Buddy Land, man. What was it? Was it called Buddy Land? Yeah, I think it was Buddy Land, right? So I thought it would be interesting to actually do the reverse. So now we have Billy the Bear as the killer. I've decided to just keep Charlie. We'll try Charlie one more time. And then, so we have Billy the Bear on Marrek warehouse. A bunch of people trapped in there with, I guess the setup here is, since, what's her face? The Tormentor was over at Buddyland. She removed all of the robots, move them to the warehouse, so that the robot can, um, so now the robot is here trapped in this warehouse and killing people in here. But it doesn't make any sense that Charlie's back in here. But yeah. But yeah, so this is gonna be interesting because we can't escape until potentially turn number 3, because all the doors are locked and we're trapped in here with this crazy animatronics. Um, Now, with Billy, you have these batteries scattered around the map. I thought it was interesting. As part of his setup, you have to. Looks like some of his abilities, he'll be able to recover health if the batteries are available. So you have to use a one time slot to deactivate the battery, and you cannot deactivate the battery even when you're passing through the area. You spread them around at the beginning of the game. They just can't be adjacent to each other. And then so I haven't placed Billy on the map yet, so we're gonna take care of that. And then also the buddy. So he also has a minion, which is one of his friends. So this is of course this killer is inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. So let me just set up the app here and then we can begin. Okay, so the setup is you're fired. I guess these people are fired and they realize that now there's that the the warehouse is actually locked, and then they're stuck with animatronics, and they're gonna get killed. I don't know why it says you're fired. I guess that's probably what it is. Just a bunch of. Hmm. I'm not sure if they actually these setup they come with explanation in the lore book. I guess we have to look at that one of these days. But I mean, some of them are pretty self-explanatory. But I guess with this, maybe we can say that these people are fired. They're just workers at the warehouse, and then now they're stuck, and then you know it's an unfortunate situation. Okay, I don't have the special miniature for Billy, so we're gonna just use this red meeple. And looks like Billy is gonna start in the middle of the map, which is the called the pit. Yep. And then we have to spawn the buddy now for Billy, and what I should do with this is actually place this out here, and then when we draw the buddy card, we'll place it here. Okay, so we're gonna spawn a buddy at the beginning of the game. So spawn a buddy and reveal the top card of the buddy deck. Place the card in play and place the indicated number of health on the buddy card. Place buddy's token in any space adjacent to Billy. So we can choose whichever space that's adjacent to Billy. So the buddy card that we got here is Roxy. Oh, that's interesting. Isn't there like an animatronic named Roxy in Five Nights at Freddy's? Um, what is that even? Oh, it's like a fox with ribbon behind the head, and yeah, pretty freaky. So let me set that up. Place that there. Give her. She only has one health. Okay, well that's gonna be easy to kill, thankfully. Um, yeah. And I gotta grab the token for Roxy. Um, I wish that these tokens are like brighter, but they're pretty dark. Okay, so we can just choose any and adjacent spot adjacent to Billy. I guess there are multiple ways that we can do this. They didn't tell you where you should place it, but if you use the rule of infinite evil, you should definitely place it where there's a victim available. But what we can do is we can just randomize it. So it's adjacent to Billy. Um, place the Billy's token any space adjacent to Billy. This is any space, but we're gonna choosing a space that does not already have a buddy, unless you can't have two buddies in there when you're spawning it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just roll. Since he's in the pit, we're gonna roll two dice, and then wherever that's gonna be, that's where Roxy is going to spawn. So we have 6 and 3, so it's 9. So that means that Roxy is going to spawn. Where's 9? Okay, right. Well, it's supporting rule of infinite evil, so Roxy is going to spawn here, where this guy is at. Okay, the entrances are all locked, and I guess we're ready to go. Okay, well, I'm gonna also draw the event card and see what we get. Help on the racks. So Cycle Clyde keeps asking for help on the racks. Panic all victims in spaces adjacent. Oh wow, are you serious? But only move them if they panic into a oh, I see. So only if they're going up the racks. Repeat this process until at least 2 victims have moved into a rack space, or until there are no more victims in spaces adjacent. Oh wow, this is a lot. Okay, so repeat this process until at least 2 victims have moved into a rack space, or until there are no more victims in spaces adjacent. So if it comes to that, that's a lot. Okay, but only 2 victims have moved, and it says have moved, not those who are already on the because there are a bunch of them, or a couple of them actually already on the rack spaces. So only those adjacent. So we're gonna go clockwise, starting from this person over here. So let me just go ahead and panic that person. It's a 1. So this person, but it says don't move them unless they panic into that space. Okay, so that's done. Well, we have to repeat this until 2 victims actually move into the space. And the second person is this one. Maybe this person is going to be lucky enough to get away from Roxy. Looks like it's a 5, so nope. And who else is adjacent? Okay, these 2 are adjacent. So we're gonna roll 2 dice for them. Okay, a 1 and a 2. So a 1 and a 2. So it's done. Okay, 2 victims are now also on top of the racks. Okay, that was that's easy enough, I guess. So that it changes the positioning somewhat for 2 victims. Okay, so now we can start. Now we can't. I guess we can move people towards the exit. Um, but remember that until turn number 3 it's when potentially one of these exits going to unlock. Or perhaps what we should do is get to a space, or let's because we are against Billy the Bear. I think we should attempt to get rid of these we should deactivate these batteries. So the horror level for Billy the Bear is 4. So let's see if we can. We always should start with focus to reduce the horror level. So 1 success, I'll take that. So horror level goes down by 1, but I lose 1 time slot, and then I'm going to use focus again. 1 success, 1 failure, same thing. We're going to reduce the horror level by 1, but I lose 1 time slot. Okay, so I guess the next thing that we should do here is we should move towards this battery is pretty close to us, so I'm going to walk that way. Okay, this one doesn't count if it's stuck at the bottom. 1 success, 1 maybe. We'll take it, so I can move 1 space. So we're going to move to this space here, and then I'm going to lose 1 space, 1 time. And then we're going to use 1 time, and we're going to deactivate this battery. Okay, we flip that over, so the battery is going to show a red there. I'm going to move this mic over here. I think I'm going to stop there. The one thing that I need to start doing whenever I play this game is not to fully exhaust like all of the time here, and then maybe even contribute so we can buy better cards. We don't need short rest right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do we need? I'll keep weak attack because we also have the minions that we have to worry about here. So I'm going to get rid of short rest to gain 1 more time slot as currency. And then I'm going to end the action phase. So now I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to grab search. So search is 1, 2, and then only 1 point remains. So I'm going to grab close call. Okay. And now it is Billy's turn. So Billy is going to activate, and the the minion also activates. So Billy activates by just killing whoever it's in his space, but there's nobody there. And then the minion. Oh, so whenever there's a minion available, it looks like Billy will just regenerate health because on the card here, there's that battery icon, and that's for Billy. So whenever you see that, Billy recovers 1 health as long as there's one of the power sources is active. So we need to get rid of all 4 power sources, or deactivate all 4 of them, so that every turn he doesn't. I mean, it's possible to kill him, I guess, if you have enough damage. But if not, he'll recover 1 health every turn. So, but there's nobody in his space, so nothing happens over there. But this buddy is in the space with this person, and this buddy is going to attack for 1 damage. So this person is dead. So terror level goes up. And interestingly, with Billy the Bear, there are multiple panels here that activates, and we don't. It's randomized. So whenever we get to those those tiers, we flip them and then see what kind of benefit Billy gets. So first one here is no effect. Okay, so some of them have no effect. That's great. Okay, but it does go up. So okay, that's done. And then now this person is dead, but no one's panicking because no one else is in that space. And I guess with this game also, I think with this map, what they should have done is if you're on top of the racks, I mean, you would have good view of what's happening adjacent to you, you know, because you're elevated. I think they should have made you panic too if someone adjacent to a elevated rack space actually is dead. But I don't think there's anything like that here. No, because I guess that would have been too much, perhaps. All right, so we're gonna draw the tarot card. Were they pushed? It looks like this is a map tarot card. All victims in elevated rack spaces panic if after. Okay, first though. First, Billy gets to move, so we'll do that first. So Billy moves towards the final girl or a victim, move once and then attack. So remember with the killer, they can just move to these elevated spaces, no issues. So, but they're going to move, of course, when choosing a victim, they're going to move to a space with the most victims. So in this case, Billy is going to move here. So Billy is going to move here for one and then kill one person. Oh, and then I forgot to let's read the there's, I guess if it's a mismatch between the killer and if it's you're playing with the modular setup, you know, you only get the gore, the whatever they call it, the kills, the narrative for the kills if you're matching the map with the killer. So because I clicked that one person's dead, it's not giving me the lore. Gruesome deaths, I think is what they're called. So 2 people are now dead. This is turn number 2. Okay, so 2 people dead. Oh no, we're still in turn number 1. That's right. Okay, because this is the first tarot card that we grab. Okay, so he move over there and he kills this person. Wow, this is going bad already. So bloodlust goes up. And and now he's gonna have 2 attack power. So let's check the second panel. Spawn a buddy. Wow, okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and spawn another buddy. And you can spawn as many buddies or as many minions as long as you still have the token. It's going to be Toby. And where are we going to put Toby? Well, we'll just put Toby up here, just so that we can, maybe over here. Yeah, I need more space. We'll spawn Toby over here. Toby has, oh my galaxy, Toby has 3 HP. Oh, this is bad. We're probably gonna die. We are not gonna win this, I think. Well, let's just keep it positive, but we're gonna do our best. So Toby has 3 HP, and then the way we're gonna determine this is, because remember it has to be adjacent to his space, so we're just gonna do a roll to see where he's going to stand relative to where Billy is. So 5, that's going to be 3 to 4. Oh, that's not. Oh yeah, over here. So in the pit. So let me grab the token for, what's his name? Toby. So Toby is going to spawn here. Okay. Yeah, this is not good. And then it's not over yet. So after that's done, all victims in the elevated spaces panic. If after panicking they're no longer in an elevated space, they fall to their death and are killed. Are you kidding me? Let's read that again. Let's make sure. All victims in the rack spaces panic. If after panicking they're no longer in that space, they fall to their death and are killed. And we have 4 people. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see what happens. We're going to go clockwise, so we're gonna take care of this person first. Let's see what happens to that person. That's a 4. A 4 looks like he's gonna fall this way, so this person is dead. Okay, so it's gonna move up by 1, and then the horror level goes up by 2. Okay, well, amazing. This is not gonna last very long. Okay, keep it. Let's just keep it focused. Oh, this goes back to 6, by the way. All right, so and then we're gonna take care of that person. See what happens with that person. 1 and 1. Okay, so this person stays up here because there's no indicator that 1 will move them anywhere else. So this person is fine. Now these 2, let's do it one at a time. The person on the right first. A 6, and this person falls to their death. Now, since they fall to their deaths because they only panic. The panic is only when the killer is, because that's a requirement. When the killer is there, that's the only time when for the panic phase. Because I was gonna say, will this person panic? I mean, realistically, they would panic, but let's read the rule for panicking. They could have included it here, and then whoever's in that space will panic during the panic phase. That would have amped up the game even more. So the requirement for panic is at least 1 victim was killed during this turn. Doesn't matter where. The victim is in the same space as the killer. And they say the killer, not even the minion. So, all right. So that person is dead. So we're going to move that person here. And then it goes up 1 more. And then there's another panel here. And we're going to see what it says. Discard next tarot card. So we're going to discard this next tarot card. I'm not even going to look at it. We're just going to discard it. Okay. Interesting. So that means that he's gonna get to his finale one turn faster. Okay, and then we still have this other person to resolve, and he's dead too. He fell this way, and he's dead. So we're gonna go up. Now the dark power activates. That tarot card is horrid. And knowing that now, we have to be careful not to put people on top of the racks. Knowing that this is a possibility. That is insane. Totally insane. Okay, and then we can, narratively, we can say that they noticed that somebody got killed over there or something is happening and they started to panic. And because they started to panic, they're all like falling one by one. But anyway, that's it's really horrible. So let's reveal the dark power here for Billy. And it is Death Lust. And this card is also pretty dark, but you can see. Add +1 to Billy's movement and attack values. Okay, so now Billy gets not only whatever that's showing here with the 2 and 2, now it's actually 3 and 3, so you always add 1 to all of the values there for Billy. Okay, now that's done. It's the panic phase. This person is definitely going to panic, so we're gonna check to see where that person's gonna go. 1, so that person is gonna panic and climb up here. Okay. And anything to resolve during upkeep? No, everything's good. So now we're going to back to Charlie, and we have search. Um, I put those batteries over there on that side. I don't know why I put them heavy on that side because I think I didn't want one in the middle of the map. Oh, because also, you have to make sure that they're not adjacent to each other too. So they can't be in adjacent spaces. Even though this looks like they're adjacent, you actually have one room in between them. I'm pretty close to the manager's office, so maybe now I should head over there and see if I can. What can we get from the manager's office? We can get a chainsaw. Chainsaw may not be used to modify reaction cards. When you use a chainsaw, add X effect to the end of the action card result, and you can only use that twice. Looks like, but it gives you 3 damage on top. But then after you use the chainsaw, your turn ends, and you can't use it for as a reactionary attack. That's good enough for me because Toby requires 3 damage, so we're probably going to use that chainsaw to if we need to attack Toby. So I'm going to go ahead and use a walk. So 1 success, 1 maybe. We'll take it, but should we turn the success? I'm going to keep weak attack because we have minions, so we need to make sure that we're ready to hit. So I'm just going to use close call to reroll the maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and oh, hold on. Was it both maybes? I think one was a 5. If I remember correctly. If that was a mistake, then I'm not streaming this anymore. I'm just doing local recording, so there's no way for me to go back and look unless I stop the recording, and that's just a lot of work. So I'm just gonna say that it was a success and then a maybe, because I did say success and maybe, unless I made a mistake. But then if that was the case, I'm just gonna move on from this point. So we are going to use a close call to re-roll the maybe, and it's a double success, so that means I can move 2 spaces. So I am at the manager's office now, and I lose 1 time slot. Like I said, it could have been both maybes, but my brain said it was 1 success, so I could have made a mistake though. But I'll just give I'll admit that I haven't had dinner. Dinner is a little bit delayed tonight, so I've decided to play this game while waiting for dinner. So I might be a little woozy, but we'll just FYI. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and use search. 1 success, 1 fail. So we did get the chainsaw. This requires both hands available. So at least I have the chainsaw now. And then I also lose 1 time slot. Okay, that's done. So I'm going to go to preparation. So we get 2 focus cards back, and then we also get short rest and walk. Now I have 4 to spend. I think I should we, while we're there, we might as well maybe search again and see if we can get anything else, that's going to help us. And we're already in that space, so maybe I should grab a search. Maybe search and a sprint. Let's do that. Search and a sprint. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then put these all back to where they need to go. Goes back to 6. Okay, I'm okay with this. All right, so now Billy is going to kill anyone in his space, but there's nobody there. He's going to recover 1 HP, but he's not hurt. And now his minions are gonna kill whoever's in their spaces, but everyone's away from the killers, so from the killer and the minions. So we're good. So now, and this is turn number 3, right? Yeah. No, this is just turn number 2. That's right. Okay. We already have 5 people dead. It's crazy. Okay, so let's resolve the next tarot card. Place a new battery in Billy's space. Okay, so there's one more battery token, so I'm sure that this is the only one. And then increase terror level by 1. So I'm going to go ahead and place the last battery token over here. So now we have 4 more batteries that we need to deactivate before he stops having the regen ability. And then terror level goes up by 1. Okay. No one's panicking because the killer's not with anybody, and nothing to resolve during the upkeep. Oh, Toby has an ability. If Toby kills a victim, you get additional bloodlust. Yeesh. Okay. All right. So now we're back to Charlie. While we're there, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, I have focus card action cards now. We're gonna try and reduce this horror level. 1 maybe, 1 fail. I'm going to use. No. We're just gonna use 2 slots. We lose 2 slots for 2 time slots if we just accept that. Okay, I'm gonna use short rest and focus to turn the maybe into a yes. So that means that this is gonna be reduced by 1, but we lose 1 time slot. And then after that, I'm gonna do a search. Okay. Let's see what we can get from the item pile. And it's a double fail. Double fail means that I can still take the top item if I'm willing to increase the terror level by 2. At this point, how bad is everything's going so far? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and take the top item, see if it's something that can help us. It is a megaphone. Can you hear me now? Is the flavor text. Once per action phase, you may move any victim on the board 1 space, but then all the enemies will chase after the victim. 1 victim. All enemies too. Okay, that's not good. Well, I mean, as long as they're 1 space away. But it says all enemies, and you're only able to move any victim on the once per action phase. You may move any victim on the board 1 space. Any victim, they're just referring to 1 person though. You move 1 person 1 space, and all the enemies are going towards the victim. They all get to activate, so I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, it's good when you have less victims available, I think. Yeah, it says any victim. You can choose whoever, but only 1 person. But then the enemies all get to move. So it's good, like I said, when you can control that, and when there are no minions too. Because the problem with this is we have minions also, because all enemies will head towards the closest victim, and that's not a good thing. Okay. Not very helpful. I can still yeah, let's sprint. Let's see if we can get to you know what, let's see if we can kill Roxy. What do we get for killing Roxy? Take any top item card. Oh, that's good. Let me see. There's the whip, and then there's also the bowling ball. If you're on mass acceleration, I need to get up on the racks. If you're on the rack and then during the action phase while on the rack, you can deal 3 damage to an enemy in an adjacent space. So this is maybe the only way we can win this. So I think I want that. Um, now, so let's go kill Roxy. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm a little slower right now because I'm hungry. Let me see. What was it that I wanted to say? Okay, I wanted to kill Roxy for sure. We do have the ability to do that. Because Roxy is only 1 HP. We have weak attack. Oh, the one thing that I want to check on is how do you switch weapons around. I think there's a rule for that. When you can hold items and replace them and all that. You have 2 hands. Each can hold 1 item. If an item requires 2 hands on it, then it is the only item you can hold. Your backpack can hold an unlimited number of items, even ones with hand icons. If an item with 1 or more hands icon is in your backpack, cannot be used until you have placed it in your hands. In her hands, okay, in her backpack she has... when can you switch? I know I've read something about switching items. Oh, item can be found. Okay, many items must be held in your hands to be used. Whenever you gain an item after a successful switch, either place it into your hands or backpack slot on the right side of the player board. You can rearrange items freely whenever you gain an item. Otherwise, you may only rearrange them during the upkeep, so at the very end of everything, after you've even taken care of the enemy phase. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine. Alright, so let's go kill Roxy. I'm gonna use sprint. She is 2 spaces away from me, so I'm gonna... We can use walk and we can use sprint. I think let's just use sprint because that would be more economical. Because even if we get 1 success, we can move 2 spaces. And we got double, so we can actually move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, we just need 2 spaces and we got to Roxy. I lose 1 time slot. Now I'm going to use a weak attack. As long as we're successful here in the attack, we should be able to kill Roxy. So I'm going to go ahead and... we just need a success. And we got a maybe and a no. So that means I lose 1 HP and I'm going to get damaged by Roxy to the next turn, and then the turn ends, which is fine. So we're going to go to the preparation phase. So I'm going, let's see, we get walk back. So we have 2 walks now. I need to be able to hit Roxy this next turn. So I need to get, I have 4 points, so I need to get Furious Strike. That's the only attack card that we have thus far. I guess I can also do Retaliate. Oh yeah, if I take Retaliate now when I get attacked by Roxy, yeah, I'm gonna take Retaliate now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, we should be able to kill Roxy when Roxy attacks us during her turn. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's go back to 6. All right, so now it's Billy's turn. He's going to activate. No one's there. And Roxy and Toby are going to activate. Roxy, we just happen to be in Roxy's space. So Roxy is going to activate and attack us. But we're going to use Retaliate. As long as it's a success, we should be able to kill Roxy. So... and we got 1 success, 1 maybe. So reduce the damage by 2, and Roxy attacks for 1 damage. And then we retaliate it for 1 damage. I don't even have to use the chainsaw. Um, so Roxy is dead. Now for killing Roxy, we can take any top item card. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the bowling ball because we're gonna need that. Okay, so Roxy is dead. Nice. All right. Okay. At least we don't have to worry about her anymore. Now it's a panic phase. No one's panicking, and then during the upkeep, now I can make a decision whether or not I want to. I think I want to switch from the chainsaw to the bowling ball because you know what? We need to. If we climb up, we can drop, and you can do this unlimited amount of, or discard during the action phase. Well, okay, so you can only do it once. So you know what? We're gonna hold on to it because it's gonna take us multiple turns because we're gonna be able to damage him for 3. But these batteries are gonna be an issue for us because as long as there's a minion, so maybe we should attempt to kill Toby, and then we're gonna climb up and drop the ball because without a minion, oh no, it's the, you know what? The minion doesn't. It's Toby Killer actually. It keeps regenerating, so we do have to deactivate all the batteries. It's not minion dependent. They both do the same thing, but during Billy's turn when he activates, he regen as long as the batteries are still active. So we do need to take care of the batteries first. But if we get to kill Toby, that's gonna be helpful too because the reward for killing Toby is we get 2 time slots. So it might be worth it. We do have the chainsaw. But when we use the chainsaw, it's gonna end our turn. So we still need an attack card too. Okay. So I have 6 though. I have 6. Oh yeah, because all I did was retaliate. Oh no, it's not over yet. The enemy phase is not over. That was from retaliation. So now I have to resolve the terror card before even the panic phase, but no one's gonna panic because the killers are not in any of the victim space. So the terror card that we got is click. Okay, so the loading dock A is now unlocked. So this is now unlocked. So now there's 1 person in the loading dock A, so that's good. And then we're going to we have to resolve an event. So there's going to be a new event here. Let's see. And it is a good old Zip. It says replace the victim that is furthest from the killer with Zip. While Zip is with you, you may treat exit spaces as unlocked. If Zip is killed, and then it gets +1 bloodless. So Zip is hello Zip. Zip can unlock any exits, even with it being, but only when he's with you. So he's able to. He can pick the locks, I guess, long enough to allow people to escape. Okay. That's cool. All right, so farthest from me, huh? Okay, let's. I think that might be either that guy in the loading dock A or the guy close to loading dock B. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're both. It's a draw, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace this one because that one's already unlocked. So Okay. It's not done yet though. After you resolve the event, you draw the next tarot card. So And this is what? This is 1, 2, 3. This is round turn number 3. I think there was one. Okay, there was only this one that allowed that once. There was one that resulted in you skipping a tarot card earlier, right? Oh, it was over here. Yeah. Okay. So this is actually turn number 3, but now it's gonna be 4. So I'll just have to do that. It's a short circuit. If there are no victims in a space with a battery, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, for each victim with a battery and at least one victim present, one victim is killed and any remaining victims in a space panic. Then deactivate the power source. So this person is going to die from this battery exploding, but it's going to deactivate the battery, but this person's going to die from that explosion. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay. So this is going to increase 1 more, and terror level goes up by 1. Wow. Okay. But no one's panicking there because there's no one sharing that space, and that is the only person with a battery in their space. Okay. That is crazy. I love that card though. It's very mechanically interesting. So he's able to kill 6 already. This setup, that is. Okay. Nobody panics, and then I'm going to hold on to the chainsaw for now, because we still need to reactivate 3 more batteries and nothing to do during the upkeep. So now it is going to be Charlie's turn, turn number 4. Okay, so we're in the action phase. I only have walk, so retaliate is not going to be available anymore. Now, if I use guard, can I add damage? I think you can't, right? Let me retaliate. Hi, sweetheart. Go ahead and go to the bedroom, baby. I just took you out. You want me to put you on the bed? Okay. Okay, you can modify the retaliate. So that's the only one that can be modified. Because I was going to say maybe I need to go into Toby's space and then, but I need retaliate for that. So what I should do instead is I need to go to the supply cage and deactivate the battery. So let me go ahead and do that. So one success, 1 fail, so I can move 1 space. So we're gonna move over here and lose 1 time slot, and we're gonna go ahead and walk again to get to the supply cage there and see if we can at least get ourselves there. 6, so 1 success, 1 maybe, so I'm able to get to the supply room. I can't do anything about the battery because oh no, I can, because I can use 1 time slot. That's right. So I lose 1 time slot for walking, and then I'm going to use 1 time slot to deactivate the battery. Okay, and that should be the end of the action phase. And this is turn number 4, right? Yep. Okay. I'll put these, because I just need a way to track the turn number. So all right, I have 3 time currency for preparation phase here, but I can grab all of these freebies though. So I get focus again and weak attack. That's good. We need weak attacks, so now we can definitely attempt to kill Toby. And we need movement. Well, we are actually we can get you can get the whip, but why would I want? Is there any benefit to grabbing more items and then sacrificing items? So I don't think there's a benefit to that. It's not like you can sacrifice item and get time slots, right? I don't think you can do that. Let me just get to the item section of this rule book. Where is that? Action phase. Set up when you want. You know, I was there earlier. But now searching for items. Okay. Yeah, there's no maybe in the equipment portion. Which of course now I can't find anymore. Okay, additional rules for items. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a I don't remember ever reading it. Yeah. Mm-mm. What about sacrificing cards? Where is the part? You know, sometimes when you're looking for a particular role, it's almost impossible for you to find it. Why is that? I'm also, like I said, I'm kind of hungry. Food's not here yet. Ending the action phase. Oh, discarding card. Okay. Action card is the only thing you can discard. Okay. All right, that's fine. So I have 3 time currency points to spend. I need mobility, but I'm there. But the next item there is actually a whip. Unless I get a double success, I don't want the whip. But you know what? The whip you can hurt um, you can hurt adjacent enemies. You don't have to share the space. And you may move them 1 space. You know what? We'll take it because then it has a 0 to 1 range. That means that you can use it if the enemy is 1 space away from you. And then if we couple that with something like Furious Strike, we will be able to kill Toby easily. You know what? Let's grab a search card. So I'm gonna grab a search card and then I'm going to grab a close call. So that's 3. All right. Yeah, I'm glad that I slowed down and really think about. I slow myself down, really think about my decisions. For committing to a decision. So, Anyway, all right, so that's done. So this goes back to 6, and now they both activate, but nothing happens. No one's panicking, and nothing to resolve during the upkeep. Okay. And I still want to keep everything the same so far with the items. And then once I get the whip, I'm gonna replace the chainsaw. Okay. Oh, and then we have to draw a tarot card. Let's not forget about drawing tarot cards now. I'm gonna slow my ass down and not to get too excited about getting that whip. Okay, click. Okay, now the main entrance is unlocked as well. Okay, we're pretty lucky here. Well, because we're also moving. Oh, but we have to draw the next tarot card again. So. Okay. So this is turn number 4. We are skipping like tarot cards, so he's gonna get his epic ability pretty soon here. So we're gonna draw the next one because it asks you to draw the next one after you unlock that. And it is do the splits. Okay, this is a buddy. This is a buddy card, and it's a nasty one. Buddies only. I mean Billy card, a Billy card. So all buddies will target closest victim and move towards them. So in this case, the closest is this guy on top of the rack, so he's gonna move to on top of the rack. So that person's gonna die next turn, at the beginning of next turn if we don't save him. And then Billy only, and then Billy gets to target a victim, move one time, and then attack one time. And remember that he's right here, so he moved 2 spaces, and because of deathless, that's you add +1 to movement and attack value. So he gets to move 3 spaces and attacks for 4. So the closest person to him, victim, the closest victim would be this guy. 1, 2, 1, 2. So since he knows that his minion is gonna kill that guy, he's gonna. So we'll go with the rule of infinite evil. So he's gonna go this way. Oh, and then he can even go over here actually. So he got options. Okay, if he moves this way, he's closest to two additional victims, and not necessarily find a girl. Oh, you know what? Rule of infinite evil, though. Look, the second one, it says he's going to go towards a regular victim and then attack. After that, he's going to go look for the final girl and then attack. How are we going to decide this? Because if you want to think about rule of infinite evil, he would go that way. Because the next person that he's going to look for is the final girl anyway. So, or we can say that he would go this way, or we can make it like fair where we would just roll to see which direction, he's going to go. I think I like the rule of infinite evil. So we're just going to, because it's a draw, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's between this guy, and this guy. And like I said, but there's already a buddy there who's going to kill that guy. So, I mean, that's easy for us to just say he's not going to walk over there and steal the kill, because he knows that it's a guaranteed kill. It doesn't matter if he kills or Toby kills, So, okay, I want another victim. So it's just between these two. I think to make it fair, I think I should just roll. So odds are going up, and then even's gonna go south. Let's just do that. I think that's just fair, because looks like 1 goes that way anyway for panic indicator, and then 2 goes down this way. So let's just do that. 1. This game hates me. So he's gonna walk 2 spaces. It's actually 3, and then he's gonna kill this guy. So let's go, son. And then we're gonna reveal the next thing over there, and that is something fucked up, I'm sure. Spawn a buddy, so we get another buddy. Let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. So the next buddy that's gonna show up is Raimi. It looks like a Shadow of the Colossus. It looks like one of the yeah, versus animatronics, you know. But okay, so Raimi has 2 HP, and he's gonna spawn adjacent to, and we're gonna determine which way. So this is 6. There's, and then so Raimi is going to spawn on top of this rack here. Wow, yeah, we were definitely gonna die here. Okay, and then the next thing, it's not done yet. The tarot card is not done yet. So after that, Billy is going to go towards the final girl, which is 1 space over, and going to attack. So he's going to move over here. And remember that instead of 3, it's 4. So it's 4 attacks. Do I have any? No, I don't have any way to nullify the damage. So I take 4 HP damage. I have 2 left. Oops, 2 left. Okay. Okay, so now the tarot phase is over. Drawing the tarot card. This is still, yeah, turn number 4. Okay, and then the panic. No one's panicking. We're not doing any maintenance for the upkeep. Now we're back to Charlie. So what I should do first is I'm going to rest. Oh no, we do have short rest. Let's do a short rest. If I fail the short rest though, the turn will end and I will definitely die. I can't move because I selected to get search instead of a movement card, so that was the other mistake. It's not as well, I guess you can say that it's a little bit of a mistake because you need to be able to always be on the move. I think should be the rule for this game. Always be on the move. Always be able to you should always have the option to move in case you need to. But we can whip him and it will move him 1 space over. That helps too. So you know what? Let's grab this. Let's grab this whip. Let's grab the whip first. Okay, so we're going to do a search. 1 maybe, 1 fail. Let's re-roll the fail. So now it's 2 maybe. So I'm going to use both double focus here to turn the maybe into a yes. So that means I can grab the whip and I'm going to replace that with the chainsaw, and then because it's a one-hander, I'm gonna also move the microphone over here in case I need to use that. Now I can do that, right? I can freely move everything while I pick up items. We were just there. Okay, so I think before I left, I just finished dinner, so I think I was trying to figure out the whole item thingy. Let me see if I can find it here. Items. Okay. You can rearrange items freely whenever you gain an item, and then again at the upkeep, during the upkeep. So I just that's the part that I wanted to check on. So I did get the whip. That's why I put that there. So I'm going to place the whip here and then the megaphone over there. So the next thing I'm gonna do. Oh, and then of course I lose one time slot, and then I'm going to do a weak attack, so we can hit Billy here. He's gonna regain the health, but at least we're gonna push him away from our space, because whenever you whip something, you may move them one space. See that? One success, one fail. So we're gonna whip Billy and we're gonna move him over here. We're gonna damage him for 1+1, but we also lose 1 health. Ah, shit! Because we whip our own ass again. So, but at least next time you get a bonus die. But okay, you got adrenaline rush. So, hi sweetheart, go to bed, baby. Go to bed. You want me to help you? Just give me a sec. And Lord, this Suki is so needy. Okay, so he gets damage for 2. But he's gonna regain that. Yeah, 1+1. So 2 damage, and he gets pushed to the other space. So at least he's not gonna be able to kill us next turn. So we, because we still have time, so we're gonna use short rest. Give me a second, sweetheart. Yeah. she gets freaked out. Anything, any sound, anything. So it's a double, 1 fail, 1 maybe. I don't have any more cards, so I'm fucked. I still have, but it's not over yet. Let me just put her to bed here. Okay, and then as soon as I went to see her, she's already on the bed. So she can be kind of weird sometimes. All right, so we can't do anything anymore. So it's going to be a planning phase, unless if the tarot card is gonna involve him moving towards us, then we're pretty much dead. Okay, so I get these 2 back. I get 2 walks, so at least we can get away from him if he's not gonna attack us next round. And then I have 5 points. We're gonna grab long rest because we have movement and we need HP. So I'm gonna grab long rest for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hopefully we're not gonna get damage this next turn. I mean during the killer phase. Okay. All right, so now he activates the 2 buddies activate, and this guy's gonna get killed. Oh, hold on. Minions. It looks like minions act first. So we're gonna kill this guy, and when he kills, that's Toby, huh? Yeah, that's Toby. So whenever Toby kills, he gets 2 bloodlust because it's get additional bloodluster. So this guy results in 2 bloodlust. So the first one is an event. So we're gonna resolve the event here, and it is the supervisor. Place the supervisor and 2 new victims in a supply cage. When panicking victims in the supervisor space, roll 1 die and move all victims, including the supervisor, according to result. Okay, so they all move together. What are you 2 doing in here? Are those packing peanuts? Okay, so so we get 3 additional victims. in the supply cage with us here. So 1 blue and 2 yellow. Okay. So first, hold on. Is this a 5th round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He kills 8. And now we have, wait, he kills 8. We have 1, 2, 3. Why is it showing 4? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because one, I didn't even see that, the white one over there. It's funny. Okay, and then we get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. And then it moves up 1 more, because remember, he kills, you get additional bloodlust. And then we're going to reveal that panel over here, and it says discard next terror card. So this one is going to get discarded. Okay. All right, so that's just from the buddies activating. Now he gets to activate. Remember, whenever he activates, he gains 1 HP as long as there's still battery remains. And he kills people who are within his space, but there's nobody there. And no one's panicking because no one's in a space with the killer. And yeah, and then with panicking, if it's just a minion, they don't panic, huh? Because it specifically say killer. The killer, it says. Let's see. Because there's a portion here, a section about minions. Yeah, rules and cards that specifically state the killer do not apply for minions. So they don't panic if it's just the minions, which is kind of funny. Because the minions are dangerous too. But anyway, because it's N, not N and or, right? For the panic phase, and, okay. All right. Oops. So we discard the next tarot card. And now we have to resolve a tarot card because that's just, like I said, that's just from Toby. And then the killer activates when nothing happens. So now we got to draw the tarot card. I haven't drawn the tarot card right now. Because I discarded one. And the last one that we draw was do the splits. That's right. Okay. So now we draw a tarot card because I haven't done that yet. Before we, yeah, because sometimes, you know, I jump straight to the panic phase when I know I need to do a tarot card, you know, so you gotta remember, take it slow. So it looks like loading dock B now. Loading dock B is unlocked as well. So all of them are actually now unlocked. So we don't even need what's his face zip to help unlock these loading docks temporarily. And then we resolve another another event card. Wow. Okay. And it is smarter than they look. When a space becomes unlocked, you may save any victims on that space even if you're not there. Take the victim's save benefits at the start of the next action phase. Okay, so we have one person actually. So this person, oh, and I have her ultimate is showing now. She's right here. So we're gonna put that on Charlie on the next when it's her turn. So. Yep, that's pretty good. When a space becomes unlocked, you may save any victims on that space. Okay, even if you're not there. Okay, so I'm just going to take that as if they're able to move to a space with an open with an unlocked door, then you may save that victim on that space. Okay, not just when it triggers, right? When a space becomes unlocked. Yeah, because the implication here is they have to be there, and then when it becomes unlocked, they go. But I think we can take it also as because this is not very clear. So if you think about it thematically, then this means that these people are a little bit smarter than your typical victims. So if they just happen to be there and it's unlocked, they will go. Okay, so I'm just going to take it that way. So we're not done yet with the event card. Though, so after we resolve the event, draw the next tarot card. So we're going to draw one more. And surprise, yeah, we're gonna die. So Billy is, oh no, the first one, Billy only. What does that mean? So does that activate also for the for both? Because it doesn't say if it's a killer. Oh, I guess it's for both. So I may have made a mistake. If I only, no, because that one was very specific. Buddies only, Billy only, Billy only. So this one actually, the first one is for both Billy and the buddies. So we're gonna move the minions first. So minions actually get to move according to their stats, and then they're going to attack. All of them. So we'll start with this guy. With Toby. So Toby is gonna head towards this guy. One. He only moves one space. And then Raimi can move two spaces. So Raimi goes 1, 2, and then attack for 1. So Raimi is going to be able to kill one of these guys. And the bloodlust goes up by 1. And the last panel here is reveal, no effect. Okay. So, and you know what? I forgot that there's deathless. So Billy would have been able to attack me for additional damage. I guess at this point we can check to see how much. If this is revealed to have no additional HP, then I'm just gonna end the game here because I totally forgot about deathless because I ate. Sometimes when you step away from this game for a while, you come back, you forget some things. Oh, we get 2 additional. Okay, so the game is not over for us, thankfully. So we're gonna put this here, and then 1 more. Okay, so at least there's that. Okay, but then so there's no effect, but now it is Billy's turn. Oh, but Billy also activates. This second one is Billy only. This one is actually everybody. So Billy, before Billy gets to move a second time, he gets to move over to this space, and now he's going to attack for 4 + 1, 5. 5 damage, and we're dead because I don't have any defense. So I'm dead. Oh no, no, because they actually attack. That's right. I remember reading this rule. They actually attack other victims first, unless it specifies. Okay, so the first time he attacks the victim. Okay, so let's do that. So let's just do this. It looks like I'm still gonna die because he's gonna target. Oh no no, he doesn't attack the second time around. He's just walking towards the. Okay, so there's still a chance. So he's actually going to attack when the final girl is with another victim, unless it specifically say. Let me see here. If there's a tie between who is closest, choose the group that has the most victim. If there's still a tie, okay. When the attack icon present, okay, each attack will target one target, the victim or the final girl. The killer will always attack victims in their space before the final girl, unless the final girl was specifically indicated in the target. So since this is actually either or, so he's going to attack the victim. So that guy is gonna die. That one, oh no, this guy's gonna die now because the other guy was killed by Raimi. So now this guy's gonna die from his brutal 5 damage attack, and so this is gonna go up one more. So he gets immediately gets another HP. So he's at max now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then it's not over yet. The second one, now he's moving towards the final girl. He's already there in that space, so nothing happens. Okay. That's my phone. Okay, I have to go get it. Let me just check this real quick now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because we so many cards here now. I don't even remember which turn this is. Oh, because I draw another one. Okay, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's a 5th round. So when I come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So when I come back, we're going to do the panic phase. Panic phase. Okay, panic phase. This supervisors left, so let's roll. We get a 6. He's able to escape. Yeah, so he's gonna escape here. Okay. All right, so now it is my turn. We have long rest. Oh, and then at the beginning of our action turn, we get to get the benefit of this. So what should we do? I think we should... I'm going to move 1 space with this. So we're going to be able to escape those 2. Okay. And then now we're going to do long rest, and then we're going to take the supervisor to the exit. So let's do long rest. Ooh, I get a double, so I get... the game is not over yet, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 HP. 2, 3. The game is not over yet. 4. Okay, now I lose 1 time slot. We're going to go ahead and use walk. Is that max? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No. We can get 1 more HP. Okay. 1 maybe, 1 fails, so that's going to be a fail. Double fail, basically. We can move 1 space, but then we're going to lose HP. I think I'm going to do that, and then lose 2 times. Okay, so let's try and stay as far away as possible from those 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to move 1 space. So I'm going to take the supervisor with me to move to the main entrance. Okay, and I lose 1 health. I lose 2 time slot. But we're going to save the supervisor here. So this is also discarded. And we're gonna use the this to regain time. 2 time slot. 1 2. Okay. I still have one more walk. Um, remember the looks like. Oh, and then I forgot to move this guy because this guy. No. He was moving towards this guy. That's right. We don't want to move to that space because then we're gonna get killed. We really need to get to the battery, but then I should attempt to save this person. I guess depending on this roll, I guess we'll decide where we're gonna go. If we're able to move twice, oh no, because I'm just one space away from him, two spaces away from these two, and one space away from him. I'm adjacent to Toby. I think we should just stay put for now. So I'm gonna stay put. I have 5 time slot. So let's go into planning phase. So I need to be able to move. Let me see if I get. I have 1 walk. I have a weak attack, and I have the whip. I think I need to switch to the chainsaw. Yeah, during the upkeep, I think I need to switch to the chainsaw so I can kill Toby. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna get with 5 points. I think I should grab retaliate. That's 4. That way we have something, we have a defense option. So, or I can get 2 guards. I think it's better for us to get guards because we can't really kill him right now because he's gonna keep regenerating until we take care of those batteries. I think I'd rather grab 2 guards and then sprint. 2, no, I need 6. So maybe I should get a guard. Or I should get Furious Strike. No, I should get a guard. 1, 2, and I'm gonna get sprint. 1, 2, and I'm gonna get close call. So that's 8 cards. Okay. Wow, the game is not over yet. Okay. Now the minions activate. They activate for 1. They're gonna kill anybody who's within their space. So it's no one's available for them to kill. Billy is gonna activate in this space, and no one's there to kill. And then we're gonna resolve a tarot card. Let's see what it says. Renewable energy. What? Oh my. Okay, so now I have to destroy this before I can further deactivate batteries. So he got his minor dark power, renewable energy. You cannot deactivate any battery at this point until until we get to damage him for 2. This is horrible. Billy is pretty powerful. And we're so behind. So now we have to hit him for 2 points before we can even deactivate the final 2 batteries. So maybe what we should do here is we definitely should kill Toby. Yeah, and then after that it's about killing Raimi, and then we definitely have to damage him for 2 so we can take care of his dark power there, minor dark power. So crazy. Wow. Okay. Panic phase. No one's panicking. And then now I'm going to switch up my weapons during the upkeep. I'm going to equip the chainsaw. And that's a double-handed weapon. that I can use twice. Okay. And now it is my turn. Let's see if we can go kill Toby. Killing Toby will nab us 2 time slots. So let me go ahead and use walk to head over there and try and kill Toby. 1 success, 1 maybe. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the 1 success, moving 1, and then reducing time by 1. And then I'm going to attack Toby using weak attack, and then we're going to okay, before we attack Toby, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 HP. Her max is 7. I can do short rest. No, we're gonna do a couple of the focus cards, because once we use weak attack and we use the chainsaw to augment the attack, you have to lose the remainder of your turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and use focus first. Let's see if we can reduce this down. 1 success, 1 maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take that. This is reduced by 1. We lose 1 time. I'm going to use the second focus here. Double. So now this is reduced by 1, but I gain 2 time slots. That's great. Okay, next thing is, oh, I don't have a walk. Huh. Oh, I do. But I said I wanted to use, oh no, I did. I'm already in that space. That's right. So I'm going to use weak attack. Go ahead and do that. I should do short rest first. Oh no, because there's potential of losing my losing the turn there if I do it, if I have a double fail. So I'm just gonna do a weak attack. It's a double, so I don't lose any HP, and I'm able to damage him for 1. And then we're going to add that 3 attacks here with the chainsaw. So this chainsaw has been used once, and then we damage him for 4. So he's dead. For our reward, we get 2 time slots for killing Toby. Okay. Fuck you, Toby. Fuck you. All right, so Toby is done for. And then that's the end of our turn. Even though we have plenty of time slots and plenty of cards, using the chainsaw actually is very exhausting. So we have to end our turn. Okay, so during this phase, and remember there's also leap and climb here, so I can't get to the top unless I switch my sprint. So exchange the card thing, because I need to do that to be able to use the bowling ball to climb up the racks and then dropping the bowling ball for 3 damage. But what we need to do is trying to figure out a way to damage him for 2 and then take care of the batteries. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to okay, I have a walk here available for us to grab. So I have 5 cards. Now with the whip, I can damage him from an adjacent space. So if I move back here, I can actually kill. Oh yeah, I can just move here and then kill Raimi and then start damaging Toby a little bit at least get rid of his minor dark power. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I should grab a sprint. I'm gonna grab a sprint and a critical blow, just so that we can have that now. So I'm gonna grab a sprint for 2, just to add to our mobility, and I'm gonna grab critical blow. So we're gonna get ready to kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're done. Let me put this away. To think that the game was over, and then I got the HP boost, second chance there, which is all this time. Actually, the last 7 sessions, or however many sessions, whenever we failed the game, I think we've lost probably about 4 times, Each of those times that I lost, I never gotten a bonus HP. So this is the first time that we got that, which is pretty cool. Um, all right, so it goes back here. Because let me just read about the second chance and make sure I did that right. But I think I did. Because all it is just that means that you have additional HP. There are 9 final health tokens, the rest are blank. Okay. If the token is a blank, however, they come back to life in classic horror movie fashion. Replace the black health with a white handheld token. Make up the rest of normal health. Make it then remove the black handheld token. Whenever someone comes back there, the current phase immediately ends and play continues. And that happened, what, during the time when Toby came over to try and kill me, right? Is when it happened. So yeah, that the phase ended. What phase was that though? So maybe if anything, the enemy benefited from that mistake. If yeah, because the killer phase would have ended immediately, and that was from the double movement thing happened because of it was from the Terra draw. Yeah, it was from the Terra draw. But it was during his okay, so I think it's fine. Yeah, it was this one. Oh no, because he didn't attack me. How did I get damage? I'm trying to remember now. How did I get damage that caused me to have that revealed? I'm trying to remember. It wasn't from do the splits. Let me see. Because how did I get damage is what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, should I have gotten damage? Let me think. Because the one enemy hit the supervisor, was I supposed to get damage? Okay, if anything, if I made a mistake, this is actually beneficial to the enemy because I don't think Billy was supposed to hurt us, because that was during the terror when we were drawing the terror card. So yeah, I need to slow down a little bit when I play this. Let me see here. It was surprise, right? This was the last thing, and then yeah, because I was trying to count the turns. There's got to be something else that damaged me, and then I was like, okay, let me see where I'm at. Because then I was even able to get the supervisor out of that space. But how did I get damage, I guess is the question. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I think I accidentally allow myself to get attacked when I shouldn't have been attacked. It's the only thing I can think of. But I can't recall at this point, and I'm just gonna let it go. If anything, that benefited the enemy, because if I'm not even supposed to reveal that, then that means that I at this point I should have been able to save the additional the second chance that I have. So I'm just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going and see what happens. Because yeah, I don't remember what it is that attacked me that made me lose HP. But anyway, we'll just keep going. But yeah, so now our plan is to see if we can get over there, and we're just gonna use the whip to attack from an adjacent area. So this is gonna be turn number 7, I believe. Right? No, this is turn 6. Because I was so worried about, yeah, I mean, I lose count even of which turn this is, so. Because this time, actually, we have to draw. I know that it's not turn number 8, or it could be turn number 7. I think yeah. Not even going to bother with that at this point. It could be turn 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, because there's also remember that there's also the unlocking. So there are 13 cards total. That's right. Okay, it could be turn 7. Okay. All right. So everything's done with the. We just killed. We just killed Toby, and then of course now that I started talking, and then I don't remember. I think that's why this app is here. So whenever I want to talk, I think I need to hit pause. So I'm reminded of which phase I'm in. But I just purchased some stuff. I just reset my time. So now it is the enemy's turn. And again, they can't attack anything and all that. So we're going to draw the tarot card. Animatronical. Spawn a buddy and draw the next tarot card. Okay, so... So we get one more to deal with. So let me see here. So the next one is going to be Allie. Okay. Ew. Look at this. So Allie is going to spawn right here. Because remember that they spawn adjacent to Billy. And Allie has 2 HP. All right. And then we spawn the next tarot card. So that means that at the end of this phase, we get his epic finale. They're alive. There are no buddies on the board. Discard. Okay. And then now the buddy actually is going to look for victims. They're going to move 1 spot and then attack 1. And then whenever they kill, they get 2 bloodless. Okay. So, move 1, but there's nobody there. Move 1, but there's nobody there. Okay, cool. And then because we're out of the tarot deck, I think it's during the maintenance phase is when we reveal the epic finale, right? I just want to make sure. Because we should be getting better at this game, like with every single match that we play. Epic finale, where is it at? When there are no tarot cards left on the tarot deck, the finale will be revealed during the upkeep phase. Okay. Yep, okay, so that's done. No one's panicking. Now it is the upkeep phase, so we're going to check to see which epic finale, the finale card that he gets, and it is Sizzling Power. If there's at least 1 battery, repeat Billy's accurate action once? Are you kidding me? So he gets to act twice? Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna die this next turn. Alright, so what we should do... Okay, we're adjacent to Allie. So I need to... the only attack card that I have is Critical Blow. I want to be able to save that, actually. Oh, and then I didn't even switch weapons during the last upkeep. Yeah, let's just pretend that I did that. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that well, at this point, because well, Billy got that free kill on me, so you know what? We'll just go back just one phase. Like during the upkeep, I switched to the bowling ball. Okay. Because what I'm thinking is then what we're going to do is we're going to exchange walk for climb, and then we can drop the ball on alley. I think I want to do that just to do it, because that would be better than using critical blow, because we should save critical blow for later. So I'm going to switch discard walk and take climb, and then we're going to use climb to climb up here, and then we can drop it on alley. So hopefully we're going to be successful here with our climb. Double success, so I am able to climb to an adjacent space and then lose one time slot. And then I'm going to drop the bowling ball on alley for 3 damage. So alley is destroyed. And as a reward, we get reduction in terror level by 1. Okay. All right. What else can we do? I'm at 5 HP. So let's do short rest. One success, so I'm gonna get 1 HP back, and then 1 time slot go down there. Oh, did I already take the? Oh no, that's the terror level going down. Okay. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the planning phase, and we have 4 points to spend. I think we're gonna grab retaliate for 4. Or should I go furious strike? Let's look at our freebies. So I have 5 cards and I get 4 cards back. Okay, that should be good enough because I have weak attack. That's all I need to be able to hit from an adjacent space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just need to grab 1 more. So I have 4 points. Yeah, I'm gonna grab retaliate then. Okay, so now I have 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. For retaliate. Okay. And then now, well, we have revealed the finale card. So minions get to move 1 space and then attack towards the victim or the final girl. So it's going to move here. Oh no, let's see. What's his movement? Rami's movement is 2 instead of 1. So so he actually is able to get all the way up here, and then he attacks for 1. So 1 damage. I think we should retaliate and see if we can kill Rami. Rami has 2 HP, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use retaliate and see if we can kill him then and there. We failed, so we get damage for 1. Okay, that's fine. That's a waste of retaliate. Oh no, hold on. I still have close calls. I'm going to re-roll the just one. We're gonna re-roll one. So that you know what? I'm gonna re-roll two. So 1, 2. It's gonna cut into our next action phase, but that's fine. We get one success, so we ignore up to 2 damage, and then we damage him for 1. So the problem here is we don't get to kill him. So, and you have to kill him. No, so 1 HP is gone. Okay, that's fine. That we ignore our damage. Okay, that's cool. All right, and then Billy gets to act twice. And he's at max bloodlust too. And then he's already at max health. So he regens, and we can't even stop him from regenning until we take care of the batteries. And he gets to move towards a victim, final goal, or any other victim. And then he's going to do this twice. So move, attack, and then move, attack again. He gets to move for 3 plus 1 space, so 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to attack. 4 plus 1. He's going to attack for 5 damage. And I have guard. So let's see what happens. Okay, we get double success, so I'm able to ignore all damage. So the 5 damage is ignored, and then he gets to attack again because he attacks twice. So if there's at least 1 battery, he gets to repeat the killer's action once. So he's going to attack again for 5. I don't have any more defense cards, so I'm going to lose 5 HP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm at 1 HP, and that's my final one unless I recover. Okay. And now we go into panic phase. Panic phase, no one's panicking. And for the resolve, upkeep, I'm going to put the whip up here. Do I want the whip or chainsaw? Well, I have to be able to move. Plus 1 damage. Do I have? And I don't. I have critical blow. If I want to use critical blow, I should use it on Billy. So you know what? I'm gonna use chainsaw. Okay, we're gonna use the chainsaw. During the upkeep, switch it to the chainsaw. I mean, okay, now it is Charlie's turn. We're going to go ahead and attack Billy so we can at least take care of renewable energy. And I'm at my final HP, so that means I get an additional die. And we're going to use critical blow. You know what? Should I focus first? No, because I'm down to 4 time slots. So I'm going to just go ahead and use critical blow. You know what? If we don't do this, we're going to die anyway. So, you know, let's just... One maybe. So I can... With the 1 maybe... I lose my turn though, so it doesn't even matter. This is it. It's over. Well, at least we. I get to move 1 space for killing Raimi, but that's not gonna help me because I used critical blow. I was so silly. I should have used weak attack. I should have used weak attack on Raimi. Oh no, you know, yeah, because now I can't move. Even if I move now, he's gonna be able to get to me. So I guess it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just use the 2 focus here to make it a yes. So I get the damage 2 plus, yeah, we're just gonna try and hit them as much as possible. You know, I've given up hope. So 3 plus 2, 5 damage. So at least that's gone. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then horror level goes up by 1, and then the turn ends. Oh, I guess it's not totally over because there's still guard. There's only 1 guard though, so yeah, it is over. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and then the 2 freebies, and then I have 4 points. I'll guard this 2, and then for the other 2, I'll just take 1 close call. Let's just do that. It's over anyway. Okay, so now it is Billy's turn. The minion gets to act first. The minion's gonna attack me for yeah, it's either the minion or Billy that I can guard the damage. It doesn't matter, I only have 1 HP, so it's basically over. But we're gonna play it until we're actually dead. So I'm gonna use guard. Let's see if we can guard the minion's attack. 2 maybes, 1 fail. I'll use close call and walk to turn the maybe into a yes. We did protect ourselves from 1 damage from Raimi, and now it's Billy's turn. He gets to regenerate 1, and then he's going to attack for 5 damage, and we're dead. So that's it. Wow. Yeah, I think like I said, I made that mistake. I'm not sure though. I think I made the mistake where I reveal my additional HP too early. But I think even if we didn't do that, it's just it was we set it off actually. We didn't start off with a strong. We didn't start strongly. We I think from the beginning it was already against us. I think with I'm trying to remember because it's been a while, you know, because I went downstairs to eat and everything else. I think yeah, because that was moving too fast because too many people died. I think what really fucked us up. Okay, baby, let me check on her. All right, so I don't know where I stopped, but in that explanation. But yeah, we're dead, so game is over. Yeah, what really fucked us up, I think, was what I was trying to say before Suki came in here, was the event, the horrible event where everybody was falling off the shelves. Was what really fucked us up because that increased Billy's bloodlust level up like so quickly, and then bad things started happening. So that was what really fucked us up. I think I'm gonna try it one more time. This combo of Billy and the Marrek warehouse. We might switch up the final girl. Maybe we've used Charlie often enough, you know. I mean, so we'll switch it up. We'll find a different final girl to play as. Someone who needs to have their special item unlocked. So, all right. It was still fun. It was just bad timing there today. So many interruptions, and then yeah, I mean, and then starting up the game before dinner and then coming back after. You know, I mean, so that ruins the pacing for me as well. So. But sometimes, you know, because the time that I have available, especially like during the weekdays, you know, sometimes I just have to do that. So, but yeah, so I still had a good time though. So. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I truly appreciate it. Happy gaming!